All right. It is, let's see, July 16th. I am here in California, and I am streaming here from my iPad Pro, and I will do a future video on how to do this. But yeah, I am here in California, and it is, anyway, I said I was going to do a live stream before. There is Callie. Nice. Thanks. Just keep lurking. That's what I do with the live streaming pros one. So I'm glad you could be here as well. I'm on the same time zone as you right now, Callie. So that's kind of nice too. Hope everything went well today. I noticed you put a message on at the live stream earlier today, but I hope my audio is okay here. I have my Rode Rode mic Go, I guess. And it's my wireless mic. It's the version 1. Here is the receiver. Yeah, so I am here, and I am, how do I say it? I am just wanted to go on a stream here today. I don't have my usual setup, and I brought my nice camera, but it's one of those things where I wanted to try it out on the iPad and see if it's working or not. So I hope this is working, and I may just play it back and say, oh, the audio sucks or something like that. So I am seeing that I'm getting a signal. I am using Streamlabs app for this live streaming on my iPad, and this is one of the ways you can do it from the iPad. I'm only going up 720p right now. My internet connection here is not bad, but it's not the greatest. It's not like my home one as well. So yeah. Other than that, let's see what else is going on. So I wanted to talk about my travel tech, and I will try to do another live stream later on, but I am here visiting family. We are in Southern California, and I actually grew up in Southern California, born and raised actually, and my in-laws are still here, and we are getting ready for kind of a family reunion. So my wife has 3 siblings, one that lives here at the house with his wife and baby, 6-month-old, I think it's a 6-month-old baby. And then she has 2 other siblings that are coming in tomorrow. So there'll be 4 different families. My sister-in-law just had their baby about 2 months ago. And then my other sister-in-law has 3 kids. So there's going to be a total of 7 kids. 8 adults. Is it 8 adults? Yeah. Well, 9 adults. So 4 couples, and grandma. So grandpa's not here as well. So yeah, that's my situation. And so I'm here for a little while, which means I can't take that much time off of work, but since we're all remote, that's what I'm doing. I'm working here. So so let me kind of share with you kind of my how do I say, mobile setup here, my impromptu setup, working from here. By the way, I am on East Coast time still, and I've been waking up at like 5 or 5:30 to go to work, to log on to work. So I have not missed any work yet. And let's see, can I flip the camera with this? Yes, I can. So this is my mobile setup here. I'm in this room. Look like my impromptu desk here. Yep. Now I could have gone live with my laptop here, but I just wanted to try out the iPad here, and it has a better camera here. And then I'm going to get into that travel backpack. This is what I traveled with, but yeah. I do have a portable monitor that I was going to use. I haven't used it yet, so I might use it this week as a second monitor with my laptop. This is a 2017 MacBook Pro. I have my M1 Mac Mini at home, of course, but I can VPN into it, and I'll do more videos on that as well. So, but let me share with you my travel backpack here, and I'm gonna flip around this camera again. This is I believe this is the wide angle view of this camera, so it's kind of nice to see that. But let me just go through this travel backpack. And again, I hope the audio is okay here. In this little pocket, and by the way, this is a generic backpack I got through a coupon site I did through Vipon. Check out my video I did on Vipon. Here I have a bunch of cables. There are more cables that I'm using elsewhere. This is my USB-C to Lightning cable. This is another USB-C cable. This is my favorite battery. This is by RAV Power, yeah. This is a 26,000 milliamp hour battery. And then there is my Raspberry Pi 4. And there's a reason why I'm playing around with this Raspberry Pi is I will do a video on using the iPad with the Raspberry Pi very soon as well. So that's just one pocket. I want to put things back, so I don't want to clean up things later. Okay, let's go into this main compartment here. It's a bit of a mess, but let's see, I have AirPods. This is my Anchor USB-C adapter. I've been using this a lot. Pen. Let's see, bunch of stuff flying out. Samsung T7, 500 gigabytes of RAM. Airport tags. Let's see. USB-C to Ethernet adapter. USB-A to USB-C adapter. And if you're joining me late, I'm just going through my tech here of what I've been doing. But here's my Shure SE210s, I believe, or 20 somethings, I forget. 215s. These are really nice in-ear headphones that I got a long time ago. And some keys and a ticket. So I'll put all that in later, back in later. But let's go through this really quick. Okay. Part of traveling is bringing all the kids stuff as well. So I have my headphones here. These are my Wise headphones with noise canceling earphones. This is the first time I actually used active noise canceling headphones on a plane. Life-changing, by the way. Here's some kid headphones, and this is important with the Y splitter because now both kids can watch the movies at the same time. They always want to do the same thing. Extra masks, which is one thing that you'll need on a plane for sure. This is kind of a tech pouch. I'm using it as a tech pouch. Unopened AirPods that are going on sale soon on eBay near you. I have my Camlink 4K. I have my extra SSD drive. This is a PNY cheap SSD drive, but it does very well. USB-C cable and another cheap HDMI capture card. So this one's important too, just in case my Camlink somehow fails. You always need a backup. This is my AWOW 15.6 inch portable monitor that I can use just to plug in a USB-C cable only. Or is it here? A review coming up soon. This is different than the UPerfect one I did a review on not too long ago. Okay, so this is a little pouch here that has my camera gear. And this, you can tell, this is a Timbuktu pouch. And this used to be in my kind of messenger bag that I used to carry around with my camera gear. But it fit nicely in this place. And this is my A6500 with the famous Sigma 16 1.4. Another lens I have here is the 30mm Sigma 1.4. And then I have a USB dummy battery, which I did a video on last time. So yeah. And yeah, that's about it as far as this unboxing is concerned. Let me switch back to here. Yeah, so I'm here and I'm working, but I'm also going to take some time off as well. I do want to do some videos as well. So watch out for that. I do have one other one that I recorded before. I was hoping to record more, or at least more than I did. But yeah, I am going to try to go live at least one more time. It's just hard because more family is coming in tomorrow, so I'm going to have less privacy to do things, or it's just going to be way noisier. So I'm reaching down here. So this is a pro tip if you're teaching with, or this is a pro tip if you're traveling with little kids. Always bring extra gummies. And always have all the other things, tissue paper, and make sure both parents have it. So a little story on getting here. We flew in through Denver, a layover in Denver, and into Southern California. And so we had a layover for about an hour and a half. Well, a scheduled layover. And I was coming from Philadelphia. And if you don't know, that day on Tuesday, Biden was in town. And we were delayed 15 minutes because of Air Force One being on the runway. And we actually saw Air Force One go by while we were in the terminal, which is kind of cool. You don't see that every day. So we were delayed 15 minutes. Then we went to we were in the plane, and we're using Southwest, okay? So if you've never been on Southwest, Southwest doesn't assign you seats. They assign you a number, and you line up according to that number before you go into the plane. And when you get in the plane, it's first come, first serve. So the lower the number you have, the better. Yeah, Denver is a weird airport. It's a big airport, but okay, so let me get to that. So we're in Philadelphia, and we push off from the gate, and we're in the runway for a little while, and then the pilot comes on the intercom and says, well, they're telling us they want us to take a different route, but we're trying to talk to them about it because it's going to be another extra 45-minute flight. And I guess and then at the end, we eventually took that longer route because there were thunderstorms, I think, coming from the north. So if we're coming from up here, and then we're coming down here to Denver. I guess they wanted us to go down like this way, kind of. And then eventually they said, okay, we got to go back to the gate and refuel because we don't have enough fuel. So that's what we had to do. We didn't have to get out of the plane, but we got back to the gate and they refueled us. But this means that we are already almost an hour and 15 minutes late. By the time we took off, hour and 15 minutes late, which means our hour and a half layover became a 15-minute layover. Luckily, they were going fat. They usually schedule it. They usually give a little leeway as far as scheduling is concerned. And so we went. Basically, we got there 30 minutes before our next flight. But by the time we landed in the airport, they were already boarding. Okay, so I'm not worried about making it to our flight because we'll make it no matter what. But what happens is Southwest, right? We had a really good number, so we could probably find a whole row of seats. There's 4 of us, remember. So there's 3 and 3, so we wanted a whole row with all the kids and one parent on the other side, right? In the aisle. But of course, by that time, when you're about to board, you're only going to get middle seats. So I knew when we got to the airplane, I told the flight attendant right away, you're going to need to help us find 2 seats, or 2 sets of seats, 2 and 2. So we're going to have to find some help from people to help switch from either an aisle seat to a middle, or from a window to an aisle, or to a middle, I mean. And eventually they got on the intercom, and the flight attendant, he was one of those jokers, he's like, okay, I don't want you guys to have to babysit other people's kids today. Can we get 2 volunteers? And so 2 different people were kind enough. Thank you to those people. And but my wife was already fed up with my son by that time, so he's like, you're taking him. And he's 5 years old, right? So he comes with me because we're sitting in 5 or 6 rows apart on each side, right, of the aisle. And we get there, and he was great most of the flight. And I say most of the flight, but towards the end, he just like, he didn't want, he doesn't want to stay still. And he's like, it's already almost 12 a.m., 12:30 a.m. East Coast time. Because our arrival was at 10:20 p.m. at nighttime, West Coast time, which was 1:30 a.m. East Coast time. So he was cranky as heck. And there was a dad with his little kid behind, a couple with their little kids behind me. And he was great. He was like, hey, Dad, you need some help? You want me to give him something? Or, do you have... And he's like, how about some gummies or something like that? And then I go, sure, I'll take anything. And I said, hey, do you want some gummies? And this is what he pulled out. And he's like, basically saved the day. Saying that, anyway, he quieted down after that. And so shout out to the dad who had the gummies with him, who's a complete stranger. And there was another couple on our first flight. Oh no, there was there was a mom traveling with her 3 kids going back home to Denver, and she was having a hard time too. I mean, her husband was going to pick them up, but on the flight she was dealing with stuff. So anyway, I was glad to see people supporting each other. I apologize to everyone on that flight from Denver to Orange County Tuesday night. If you heard the kid crying, that was my kid. So anyway, that's a little pro tip. Travel with gummies, and even if it's a last resort, just do whatever you can to help your kids. Now it should be better going back. We'll be arriving pretty late in Philadelphia when we go back, but it'll be anyway, the 3-hour difference will help as far as going back the other way, for them to be more awake. But the kids have been doing great. Yeah, so that's all I have for now. As far as channel is concerned and tech stuff, I have one more video that I recorded already to be released, and then I'm hoping to record at least 1 or 2 videos while I'm here. And yeah, I am gonna do the 3-hour difference is always a little weird. Here's how it's weird for me. I sleep at all odd hours of the night, and I shouldn't, because I have to wake up for a regular job every day. But when I come back to the West Coast, it's like I'm a normal, responsible person sleeping at by 10 or 10:30 p.m. Now, when I go back to the East Coast, I never have made it back to the next day of work after coming back to the East Coast, because I'm thinking 3 hours, I can adjust, So, yeah. No, Callie, no worries. You're the only one joining me today. I know some people will watch this on the replay. This is not my normal time to stream, which is Sunday night at 9:30. Now I usually do it at 9:30 p.m. So, okay, there's my other pal, Nam. Nam, we're going to get together soon, and I'm about to stop the stream, but I wanted to do one stream before the whole family gets here. But yeah, if you haven't checked out Nam's channel, please check out, subscribe. Different content. That's why I will. That's all I'll say about that. And Nam is probably laughing now too. So, and then Nam, that's Callie, the ever famous Callie from Live Streaming Pros. She helps out with that channel, and yeah. So I'm going. Yeah. See, Nam's laughing. He knows what I'm talking about. But okay, so then I am going to be doing hopefully 1 or 2 videos this trip while I'm on tech videos while I'm here, but trying to do it in between the madness of family. So again, we're gonna have 9 adults in the house with 7 kids, and so the nice thing is 2 new nieces I haven't met. I met the first one on Wednesday morning, and and another one coming Saturday. So that's kind of nice. So I know my wife is really excited to hold the little babies. And yep, don't worry, we're not having any more of our own. So we're pretty much done. So anyway, I'm going to stop here. I hope you're all doing well. If you're watching on this replay, give it a like as well, and more videos to come. So, and thanks for joining me, Callie and Nam, and Nam, I'll text you later. All right. I'll see you guys later.